So some Scientologists, uh, several in the military, Barack Obama, and then the companies Preservision and Humus. They are Scientology companies, and I think they are off the books. They have possession of my extra-dimensional biology. They have possession of my soul. They have stolen it. They have cut it off. And they have cut it into many pieces. There's an entanglement property between our third dimension and our soul, our extra dimensions. If you remove it, you are still in it. No matter where it goes in the universe, you are still in your soul. So this Preservision and Humus companies, they have my head cut open. They have possession of my brain. Your soul has a brain. They have taken mine out. They have added technology in it. They have stuck technology inside of it. Some of it gives me telepathy. Some of it is different types of technology. So they like to record my sensory perception input, my sight, my smell, my taste, my touch, my hearing. This technology is very sophisticated. It can do that. It can record a user's sensory perception input and then relay it back to their hive mind or their computer system. And from there, they can read it or interpret it. They can experience it. It's part of their hive mind technology. They get to experience what each other experiences, and they record it, and then they go back in time and read it or watch it and experience it again. They are addicted to this behavior. They kidnap people in this manner. It's kidnapping by technology. And in my case, I have to listen to them. I have to share a hive mind with them. Telepathy. It's both visual and auditory. And they have the technology to turn a camera on, I guess, and force you to watch them using their minds. They do this all the time. They assault me, and then they force me to watch their foul body language. It's assault, harassment. Like they roll their eyes at me, switch their mouth, stick their tongue out at me, and do other horrible behavior to me, trying to piss me off or trying to rub it in my face. They're serial killer, kidnapping type people. They like to stick shit in me, so they have my soul in their possession. They like to stick shit inside of it because I feel it. It tortures me. It hurts me. And we are magical creatures in the afterlife. So they retain some of their magic. They have been cut to pieces and they are barely magical anymore, but they are magical enough to drive a spike or a blade or a worm through a person. They can move it a little bit. They can make it go in. Yeah, Nanakas would have blew them up. They can blow people to smithereens, turn a person into powder and dust. These are Scientologists. The Anunnakis never get their souls cut off. They live on Earth as humans, and they stay healthy enough and intact. And when they die, they blast off in outer space. They put a hole in the ground, they blast off so hard in outer space, and they are whole. Outer space looking creatures. Wicked clown looking creatures. It's a mix between looking wicked and beautiful at the same time. You can tell they're human. These people are aliens. They have chopped their souls off and chopped it into as many pieces or as many parts as they can, get another biology out. My brain is severely damaged. He says, what you gonna say now? I went to this train leaves and I'm gonna continue to talk and I'm never gonna stop making videos. There is over a thousand. I have over 1,000 videos online. Yeah, explaining what y'all do day by day by day. Y'all don't stop. For 14 years, I've been assimilated into a hive mind. Telepathy. They have been in. It's been one way. They turn it on sometimes. It was two ways to begin with, or one way to begin with. Then it was two ways. Then it was one way for a long time. Well, they stole intellectual property. They seen I could write intellectual property. I write literature. I'm Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I am part Native American and part Caucasian. My Native American name is Crazy Bird. Zenkalo Witko. I am Lakota. I write literature. I'm an author, a creative, an inventor. Stop talking to me. I do not consent for you to be here. So these people saw me writing literature on social media. I'm entirely intelligent. I know you can't tell it from a video, and I'm extremely pissed off, and I do have brain damage, but I'm highly intelligent. I have a high IQ, an extremely high working IQ. I can do things. Yeah, they're having fun. They are having fun doing this. And it's torture. It's a torture event, mutilation, body snatching, rape, torture to death. It's all blood, guts, and nerves and bones and bullshit. My soul looks like a mutilated corpse laying on Preservision's table. So Preservision, they put a big box in outer space, a building in outer space. And they cut their souls off and they walk around in this box on their souls. And they have gotten big and the box has gotten big. They got hospital beds and shit in it in outer space. In heaven. It's not heaven, it's outer space. Full of gases and forces and planets and stars. Now they got a box up there full of fucking Scientologists. They all wear white lab coats and shit on their souls. Then they come down here and cut our souls off, take them back up to their fucking box in the sky, and do horrible shit to it, and we're still on those fucking souls. Yeah, most of the time they make Barbie dolls out of it. They cut people's souls off they are attracted to, take it back to their facilities, and they make Barbie dolls out of it. And then they get into Barbie dolls and drive them around. Because this technology gives them the ability to drive other people's souls as well. It's serial killing, Jeffrey Dahmer type shit. The military is involved. The CIA, the FBI is involved. The Department of Justice. They use the technology, but I don't know if they're... Well, at least a few cops are involved in this scenario. One of them is a bad culprit. He's a main culprit, a violent offender. He steals body parts and he likes to stick shit in. One of these cops do. And he premeditates murder using these torture devices. And he sticks shit in, planning on using it at a later date, like worms, so they can drive parasites through a body too. Extra dimensional worms. Worms have a soul too. So they're up there in their facilities sticking fucking extra dimensional parasites in my body and driving it around. I have to experience everything my soul goes through. And it is as if it is still connected to me. I am still in my soul. And they have it in their possession. And then to top it off, this technology they stick in their brain, they can run energy through their brain, electricity, and it's small amounts of electricity, and it stimulates the release of neurochemicals. It elevates neurochemicals, such as dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin, and this gets them high. It has a narcotic-like effect upon the user. And then they're abusing substances. They're also abusing substances on top of using this technology. Then they get to go breathe the nether. Some of them do. The nether is a gaseous material in outer space that we breathe for sustenance. It has some kind of divine origin, or it's from Earth. I don't know, but it smells like dino fuel, like gasoline, kind of. It has that's kind of smell to it, but it smells different. It smells like a food source. It smells like it's also a protein and some type of food source, nutritional food source. It was probably created for us to breathe, and that's what Anunnakis breathed when they created the universe or created the Earth. Plus, they breathe gases. They consume the elements, water, especially water. Anunnakis love water. In outer space, water, ice. Anunnakis are out there chewing on rocks, ice, and gold and elements. And all of our stories on Earth are a myth, even about the Anunnakis. Now, some of that could be true based on experiences that did happen, but they're trying to control the information that the public is allowed to see because these Scientologists, they also a player in time travel. So we get time travel in outer space. Anunnakis are natural. They are outer space creatures. Yeah, they look like ghouls or ghast, ghostly looking creatures with gigantic hands, flying around the universe doing magic, making star systems, making balls of gas, making planets. They're all happy. Yeah, they got horns on their head. And very few make it. Very few make it to be an Anunnaki because the truth is, we live first. We are alive first. We live 100 years and we wear out. We get damaged and get sick and have to face the environment. And our soul gets damaged as well as it goes through life with us. And then we die and we go to sleep, turn off, cease to exist, and get fed back into the energy cycle. Or your soul sits there on your body. There can be a plan later on that people do get woken up and put into a machine if that's what you wish. I forbid it. You should not operate unless it's on your own steam. You should not have artificial electricity run through you to keep you alive. What if something happens and you get big? So you gain size like this. You can't be out there. You can't be in outer space in this state. So that's a plan that some of them have. You'd rather get fed back into the energy cycle and cease to exist if you don't go to outer space. Outer space is hard. It's an extreme environment. That's the reason why we develop a protective outer layer. Our skin is very thick skin in outer space. It protects us from the extremes, the hot and the cold, and the flying objects, and all the extremes in outer space. Plus, we have a head covering, a helmet. Covers our whole head. Comes about right here, right above our eyes. And it has two horns on top. And they are magical horns. They're actually made of some kind of brain tissue. Our brain, we have an extra piece of brain tissue in front of our normal brain, and it comes out of our forehead and turns into a pair of horns, a helmet and a pair of horns. It's made out of brain tissue. And there is something in the horns. I'm afraid to say what. I may discuss it at a later date. But it goes up and down, and our horns breathe fire, and they are magical. They are magical appendages, and they feel. They have senses just like our fingers can feel. They feel our surroundings. They're like an antenna, kind of. They make us aware of our surroundings. That's a human anatomy. Homo sapien anatomy. Those are Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens are Anunnaki. And the very first Anunnakis that got off back when the universe was whole, back before Scientology. Scientology made big aliens and they destroyed the fucking universe. They walked right through our star fields on the wrong side of the universe and took it with them. They destroyed everything, at least parts of the universe. I hope some of it is still intact. So, yes, humans are supposed to go to outer space when we die, participate in creation, creating the Earth, and other planets that also harbor life. We're supposed to have neighbors. Humans are supposed to create aliens, ETs, and we're supposed to commingle with each other and gain from that experience or gain from that relationship. And there's supposed to be a whole bunch of us, as much life as we can create. And we're supposed to all abide by a code or laws. Do no harm. Don't destroy the environment. Don't kill people. Don't rape and torture. Don't cut off souls. We all are. Kind of like the Star Trek or Valeria. Or we're supposed to all get along, be good neighbors to each other. Scientologists don't even know what the fuck the universe is for. What the fuck happens up there? They're giving this technology to everybody on Earth, cutting off everybody's souls. Everybody's driving an alien around. And they are weapons of mass destruction. He says, feel that? Yeah, I've been assaulted. They assaulted my brainstem. Yeah, Scientologists even transcend time. And the bigger you get, the more time you transcend. It's something about space-time dilation. The big ones, the ones that are 40 years old that have been out there the longest, they are huge. They're as big as the universe. And they're only 40 years old. You're not supposed to get the size of a planet until you're like 500 years old or 1,000 years old. And 1,000 years old in a Nunnakai would be big enough to do a planet, handle a few planets probably. A solar system of stars. Now they're 40 years old, and it's just a body part up there. It's one of their pieces of their body. And they're as big as the fucking universe. And they time travel too. And they're going through the universe. I don't know how the fuck they get around up there. Most of them have to be carried. Scientology has to go. Especially the free zone. I do have to give credit to the church. At least they are doing some type of psychology, which is what it is, to determine if a person can handle. We have to do psychology to determine if a person can wield a technology as powerful as alien tech. So at least they're trying to control who gains access to the tech. Yes, making sure they're psychologically sound. But they also give them brain damage, and they stick shit in their fucking brains. They keep sticking shit in me. They have my soul in their possession. They think it's all funny, huh? And they'll sit around it in a circle and tag me one after another after another. It's shit Scientologists do. And I have out-of-body experiences while they're doing it. As much as I can. It was very lucid in the beginning. I was there in the beginning. But the more they damage me, the more they attack me, I'm just laying there dead. A fucking, like a torture victim. Jeffrey Dahmer type shit. But I'm still alive. And they continue to stick shit in me and do horrible fucking shit to me. And torture me. Scientology has had many victims like this. Many, many, many victims like this. They went crazy. No one polices these people. They're invisible to a third dimensional human. Nobody watches them. And they do body parts for a living. They cut souls off for a living. It's a horrible, disgusting fucking practice. You never cut souls off. Those are body parts. Those are body parts. They got to stay there until the end of all of your lives. They can never be removed. Ever. Not in a million years. Anunnakis never lose body parts. Ever. Never do they lose a body part. That's why they are Anunnakis. They go into outer space, retaining all of their body parts, as much as they can take with them. They leave behind the third dimension. That's all they can get rid of. And it's just a shell. They take 1, 2, 3 dimensions too. They leave behind just the electron shell. That's the natural, that's supposed to be the natural experience or the natural state of going to heaven or going to outer space. Yes, it's turned into Jeffrey Dahmer serial killer type shit. Whatever serial killer or whatever kidnapping, like this kidnapping. Stealing a person's soul is kidnapping. Because we are still in that soul. That is still our soul. We are still in it. It is still entangled to us. It never stops being our soul, ever. You can't get a new one. Once it's gone, it's gone. It's like losing an arm. You can't get it back. They're soul thieves. So here's how it started. These Scientologists, 60 years ago, whenever Scientology started, within the last 60 years, so one of them got their soul cut off, or several of them did. And they stuck technology in his brain, and they went to outer space, and they got big. They perfected their alien form. So now they're walking around in outer space on multiple biologies. They have multiple aliens. They get to pick and choose what they want to drive. So now they want to do it again. It was so rewarding. It was so fun. And they made money doing it. Now they're all powerful. So they come down here and cut your soul off. Because they can drive that too. They make a little Barbie doll out of it, a surrogate. And they drive that around. Especially if they are attracted to you. They take people for reasons of attraction. If they like the way you look, they take you for sexual purposes. Or if in my case, I'm highly intelligent. They like my psychology. Yeah, we're supposed to be a Nunnicon. That's the only word I have for it. And not the creatures from Sumeria or Babylonia. It appears that's when Scientology got its started messing with the human race. We are outer space creatures. Maybe it wasn't. Oh, it's technology. The living cannot see the dead. It's impossible for the living to see the dead. It's impossible for the living to see the dead. It requires technology. The living can see the dead with technology. So that means technology was used 5,000 years ago. Yes, and it requires removing of a soul. They remove souls. No, they don't require that, but they do that too. Well, let's look at ancient Sumeria. I mean, the Nunnicans don't want our gold. The Nunnicans created our gold. Or dead people. Let's call them dead people. They are Nunnicans. They call themselves a Nunnicans. Everyone in outer space calls them a Nunnicans. That's what they're called in heaven. Dead people are called a Nunnicans. So someone time traveled to ancient Sumeria and gave them technology, the money, the invention of money. I don't know who invented it, but they took it back there to that time. And taught them or helped them with agriculture. This is mostly in a Nunnakai area of our universe. But it said then they enslaved the entanglement people, or then they enslaved the human race. Gave us their genetics. No, they are humans. Nunnakais are humans. Yes, they are from human stock. Probably modern humans. They probably came from Scientology. These people that went back to Sumeria. And they don't need our gold. They created our gold. So dead people or Nunnakai, they made our gold for us. They made our planet. They made our sun. They made our solar system. They made all of the elements that we have right now. Nunnakais made it. They don't need it for themselves. But modern humans, they need ancient humans to mine gold. That's for sure. So they probably went back in time and made humans mine gold or taught them metallurgy or smithing, gave them that technology. Because we're going to need it for the technology in a few thousand years. Yes, this is the history of Earth. Now that we have all of our technology and our money and all of our food source, well, part of a food source, it never should have stopped. Now they're giving the technology to everybody. They're turning into crackheads that do nothing but cut off souls for a living. It's all they fucking do is they cut off souls one after another, after another, after another. They don't stop cutting off souls. They have cut off millions So in the last 60 years, something strange has happened. Over the course of time, Christianity was formed, which is a bad religion. Well, I wouldn't. It has some perks or some good things in it, but it doesn't explain the secrets of the universe. It gets people acclimated to the fact that upper dimensional organisms can destroy life on the planet. That God can take out the civilizations or humans. It gets people acclimated to being sent to hell, like in this martyrdom event. So my martyrdom event, they calling it martyrdom. It's not. It's body snatching, rape, torture, murder, mutilation. It's a kidnapping. It's a Jeffrey Dahmer event. I am a victim of a Jeffrey Dahmer type motherfucker in Scientology. It's worse than Jeffrey Dahmer. Dr. Kevorkian type shit. And then Frankenstein type shit off the top of that. They want to drive too. They want to drive it around or make it come back alive, yeah. But it won't be me, it'll be someone else driving it. Yeah, we're not supposed to be alien. We're supposed to be Anunnaki. Supposed to be big, fat, bubble-headed, fat body, thick skin, helmet wearing, horns on their head, big hand, flying around outer space, looking like an outer space clown. It's comical. But they are the creators of the universe. The ones that made it. The ones that really made it. We don't look like humans wearing horns. We don't look like men wearing horns. We look like ghostly or ghastly looking creatures. Oh, World of Warcraft has some, I know. There's a few cartoons and a few movies that have ghostly looking or ghastly looking creatures. There's a haunted mansion on World of Warcraft that has Anunnaki-ish looking creatures. RuneScape, yeah, RuneScape has some. We look like ghosts or ghast, wailing spirits, or wailing ghast with gigantic hands. We're all hands, all head, hands, and torso. And the entanglement that remains from a death cleave or being death or dying and going to outer space, the entanglement remains to the third dimension. And it creates this tail that goes all the way up through our feet. It comes out through our feet or our back. So we develop a tail of its entanglement. Our electrons are still going around, or at least it gets to our bones. Yeah, we still have a tail, so the electrons still come up and go around us under normal circumstances. So we develop this tail. And when we fly around, we got our tails drifting off into nothingness. It goes back to Earth, our bones. And eventually our bones get turned into dust. But that same electrons still travel up to that Anunnaki. So our creators, the humans that created us, are still, I mean, I'm going to go get some water and something to eat.